Dakota Johnson's name has been splashed across headlines once again, but this time, it's not just for her upcoming projects or her effortlessly cool style. No, it's because she found herself tied to one of the most chaotic viral concert moments of the year. And yes, it all happened under the bright lights of a Coldplay Jumbotron. Now, if you've been anywhere near social media lately, you'll know exactly the moment I'm talking about. Coldplay, fronted by Chris Martin, who, by the way, happens to be Dakota's fiancé, has a signature bit in their concerts where the Jumbotron zooms in on random members of the crowd. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's funny, but this time? It was pure chaos. The camera caught a couple in the audience, and instead of that wholesome, romantic caught-on-screen moment, what unfolded was painfully awkward. The woman's immediate reaction was to cover her face in horror, while the man tried to duck out of the frame, and Chris Martin, ever the cheeky performer, couldn't resist commenting. With a laugh, he quipped to the tens of thousands in attendance either they're having an affair, or they're just really shy. The crowd roared, social media lit up instantly, and the clip went viral before the concert even ended. Now here's where things get even juicier. That seemingly funny, fleeting concert moment spiraled into a full-on internet storm. The couple on screen were identified within hours. Speculation erupted about who they were, what they were doing, and why they looked so uncomfortable. And within days, their personal lives were cracked open like a Hollywood scandal. Resignations, deleted social media accounts, and endless memes followed. It wasn't just a concert mishap, it became a cultural moment. So where does Dakota Johnson come in? Well, while she wasn't the one caught on that big screen, she was certainly in the spotlight for her reaction. Remember, she's been in a long-term relationship with Chris Martin, and as a Hollywood insider herself, she knows just how quickly a seemingly silly viral moment can turn into a public circus. When asked about the incident, Dakota didn't just brush it off. Instead, she leaned into it, delivering a response that was both witty and surprisingly heartfelt. She said it reminded her of the central theme in her upcoming film, Splitsville. Her exact words? "It's all about finding chaos in harmony, and harmony in chaos. That's what life teaches us." That one line took the internet by storm, and it wasn't just because of the Jumbotron incident. Fans immediately connected Dakota's thoughtful response to her own personal experiences in love and heartbreak, as well as her work as an actress who often gravitates toward characters caught in emotional storms. Let's not forget, Dakota has grown up surrounded by Hollywood drama. As the daughter of Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, her entire life has played out under flashing cameras. She's been on both sides of that chaotic glare, which makes her reaction even more layered. But let's pause for a moment and really unpack the Jumbotron scandal itself. This wasn't just awkward, it turned into one of the biggest viral concert moments in recent memory. Fans dubbed it Coldplay Gate, memes flooded TikTok, and conspiracy theories ran rampant. Some insisted the couple looked guilty because they were hiding an affair. Others argued it was simply the pressure of being shoved under a spotlight in front of 50,000 strangers. Either way, the fallout was swift and brutal. Within days, the man on screen faced public scrutiny, his wife reportedly deleted her social accounts, and rumors swirled that the company he worked for began investigating. The chain reaction from a single camera pan was unlike anything we've seen at a concert since the infamous kiss cam fails that once dominated YouTube. And while this chaos unfolded, Dakota Johnson used the moment to reflect on love, relationships, and the very public messiness of being human. That's where Splitsville comes in. The film, set for release later this year, dives into the complexities of breakups, the blurred lines between endings and beginnings, and the emotional chaos that can either break us down or push us toward growth. For Dakota, it was the perfect parallel. Here's a real-world viral mess being dissected by millions, and here's her fictional story that mirrors the exact same kind of unpredictable whirlwind. Now, let's talk about Dakota and Chris Martin for a moment, because their relationship has always been fascinating to the public. The two have been together for years, navigating the complicated dynamics of blended families, Hollywood schedules, and constant paparazzi attention. Chris, of course, shares 2 children with Gwyneth Paltrow, who has been surprisingly supportive of his relationship with Dakota, to the point of openly calling her like family. That in itself is rare in Hollywood, where exes are often painted as rivals. Instead, Gwyneth has shown nothing but kindness toward Dakota, even posting birthday tributes to her on Instagram. That background is part of why this Jumbotron chaos hit so differently. Fans weren't just laughing at an awkward couple on screen, they immediately tied the moment back to Chris and Dakota, to their own story, and to the way they both handle public attention with such grace and humor. When Chris joked about the couple possibly having an affair, some fans even teased, "Dakota's going to have something to say about this," and sure enough, she did, and she turned it into a moment of thoughtful reflection instead of tabloid fodder. But the internet is relentless. As the clip gained traction, parody accounts were born, TikTok creators staged skits reenacting the Jumbotron chaos, and even merch popped up online, t-shirts, mugs, and stickers with quotes from the moment, like Chris Martin's cheeky line, "Either they're having an affair, or they're just really shy." It's proof that in today's digital world, nothing is too small to escape meme culture. And once it's out there forever. For Dakota Johnson, though, the timing couldn't have been more serendipitous. With Splitsville gearing up for release, the viral chaos gave her a chance to connect with fans on a deeper level. She wasn't just promoting her film, she was weaving real life into art. Her commentary about chaos and harmony resonated so strongly that it became a headline of its own, sparking articles, fan theories, and endless discussions about how much of herself she pours into her roles. And let's not forget, Dakota has a history of turning awkward moments into iconic ones. Who could forget her now legendary interview with Ellen DeGeneres, where she calmly but firmly corrected Ellen on whether she was invited to her birthday party? That moment, too, went viral, cementing Dakota as someone who doesn't just survive awkwardness, she thrives in it. So when she addressed the Coldplay Jumbotron scandal, it wasn't surprising that she handled it with the same blend of honesty and sharp wit. As the dust settles around the viral clip, one thing is clear: Dakota Johnson has once again proven she knows how to navigate chaos with style. Whether it's on a red carpet, in an interview, or while reflecting on her fiancé's concert scandal, she never loses her cool. Instead, she turns those moments into something larger, into commentary on love, relationships, and the unpredictable nature of being human in the public eye. So what do we take away from all this? A Jumbotron caught a couple in an awkward moment. Chris Martin cracked a joke. The internet went wild. Careers were impacted. Memes were born. And Dakota Johnson, the woman who could have ignored it all, stepped in with a thoughtful reflection that tied chaos back to harmony, her own artistry, and her upcoming film. It's the perfect Hollywood cocktail: a viral scandal, a thoughtful celebrity, and a cultural conversation that just won't die down. And if history has taught us anything, it's that Dakota Johnson will always find herself at the center of these viral storms, not because she seeks them out, but because she has a way of turning them into something meaningful. So buckle up, because Splitsville is coming. Dakota Johnson isn't backing away from the spotlight, and as for Chris Martin and his chaotic Jumbotron moments, well, let's just say the internet will be watching every single one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.